The inability to acquire practical skills alongside academic education is highly likely the primary reason behind the elevated unemployment rate among the educated populace. Today, the University Grants Commission organized a day-long workshop titled Transformation of Higher Education in Bangladesh, a Roadmap to Sustainable Excellence. I personally believe that this is a highly timely initiative. Throughout the preceding discussions, the question of whether our universities have managed to maintain global standards in education and research may have emerged. However, the unfortunate reality is that in the 21st century, an era defined by excellence in education, research, and knowledge, the position of our universities in world-renowned university rankings has yet to reach expected heights. University rankings generally prioritize factors such as research, publications, citations, and innovation. Our academicians must certainly deliberate further on where we currently stand regarding these criteria. If universities do not shift their focus beyond purely theoretical education and towards research and innovation, surviving in this competitive global landscape will likely become increasingly difficult. It is naturally expected that the government will provide financial allocations to advance university innovation and research initiatives. However, to my knowledge, in many countries around the world, including Britain, university alumni frequently sponsor and support the advancement of research and innovation programs at their alma maters. This is why it is often said that students are the lifeblood of a university, while its alumni serve as its backbone. I humbly urge the distinguished academicians present today to take the initiative to involve successful alumni, graduates of Dhaka University and other national institutions who are now well established in knowledge, science, and finance both at home and abroad in the advancement of education and research at their respective universities. Respected audience, I would like to draw your attention to another critical issue. Every year, hundreds of thousands of students graduate from our universities. Yet, despite acquiring higher education, many remain unemployed. In fact, if we analyze the unemployment statistics, the rate appears to be disproportionately higher among the highly educated. While there are varying opinions regarding the root cause, there seems to be a general consensus on one crucial point. The inability to acquire practical skills alongside academic education is highly likely the primary catalyst for this elevated unemployment rate among graduates. Therefore, the current government believes that restructuring our educational curricula, from the primary syllabus all the way to higher education, is now the ultimate demand of the times. Alleviating unemployment is highly unlikely without an action-oriented education system grounded in moral values. Furthermore, surviving in global competition is virtually impossible without an updated, contemporary educational curriculum. For this very reason, the present government has already initiated the process of modernizing academic syllabi. Respected teachers and distinguished researchers, to effectively modernize the higher education system, the government is actively taking initiatives to promote apprenticeships, internships, and industry-academia collaboration. As a preliminary step, the government is moving forward with initiatives to establish strategic partnerships between universities located in divisional cities and local educational and commercial enterprises. As a result, we anticipate that students will not only acquire theoretical knowledge, but also gain practical hands-on experience, allowing them to develop professional competencies while still enrolled in their studies. Consequently, upon completing their academic journey, they will likely no longer face the prospect of unemployment. We are also formulating initiatives to provide seed funding and innovation grants through competitive processes to help commercialize innovative business ideas generated in colleges and universities. The objective is to foster a business entrepreneurship culture directly from the campus. By implementing novel and creative business concepts, these emerging entrepreneurs will undoubtedly make substantial contributions to the national economy. By acquiring practical skills during their student life, graduates might not even need to wait for employment. Instead, as independent entrepreneurs, they could potentially generate employment opportunities for several others. In addition to these efforts, the government is planning to establish innovation and entrepreneurship development institutes, as well as science parks at higher educational institutions. In partnership with both domestic and international organizations, we have also planned to encourage skills and education-based events at universities, such as science fairs, innovation fairs, and product sourcing fairs. This vision extends beyond higher education. The government has also adopted plans to integrate mandatory technical and practical education into the curriculum directly from the school level. Respected audience, the world has now entered the fourth industrial revolution. During this ongoing phase, advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, robotics, automation, genetic engineering, biotechnology, cybersecurity, quantum computing, big data, materials science, nanotechnology, and fifth-generation wireless technology are fundamentally shaping our intellectual landscape while simultaneously redefining human employment and workplaces. Consequently, while the constant integration of these new technologies may be exacerbating unemployment within traditional job markets on one hand, it is simultaneously generating entirely new and diverse avenues of employment on the other.